Assalamu alaikum, dear sisters and brothers. For tonight's dinner, we're going to prepare two dishes, one main dish and a side dish. Our main dish is called Albaloo Polo, and it's a mixed rice dish. It has sour cherries in it and meatballs, and it's a bit of sweet and sour. And our second dish, which is the side dish, it's called Badenjan Kaba Gilany, and it's made of eggplants, walnut paste, and pomegranate paste. So we're gonna start preparing the Badenjan kababi. So I'm just gonna grab my ingredients and start chopping and preparing the filling for that dish. So we've peeled our eggplant. I'm just gonna make a slit here in the eggplant. It shouldn't go all the way through, so basically it's only halfway until the middle of the eggplant. But we need to make sure it's a bit shouldn't go all the way from the top to the bottom, just like leave about a centimeter at the top and the bottom uncut. I'm gonna do the same with all my eggplants. Now I'm just gonna sprinkle them with some salt and leave them for half an hour. Then we will have to fry them. But meanwhile, we will just prepare our fillings. We need to chop some mince for this recipe, and I already grinded some of the walnut in a food processor. Also, we need some garlics for this recipe. So we have all our ingredients ready. So I'm just gonna grab everything and go to my stove to cook the fillings. So now we're gonna prepare the filling for our eggplant. I'm just gonna add some oil over medium heat. I'm gonna fry some onion. Just for 2 minutes until the onions are soft. So the onions are ready. I'm just gonna add the garlics that we chopped and also the mint. If you'd like, you can use any type of herbs. You can use mint, you can use mixture of mint and basil. You can add parsley, cilantro, but mint should be there. And this dish is from northern part of Iran. It's from Gilany, and they have some special herbs in that region, which you can basically just find in that region, not anywhere else in the world. It's called khalvash and chochak. So I added the walnut paste that I prepared. And to this I'll add some pomegranate paste. I'll add it all. Just a dash of salt and pepper. So the filling is ready. Just gonna fry my eggplants first and then stuff it with this and continue the cooking. So we need to fry our eggplants. The filling is ready. I'm just gonna fry them lightly, just until all the sides are golden. So here we have the eggplants. They're just fried, and I'll add some of the filling that we just prepared. I'll just stuff them properly. So just like this. And I'll just place them in the pot because we're gonna continue cooking them with some water and some pomegranate paste. So I'll add some of the filling that we made in the pot. And you can just simply put the extra, if you have, in a plastic bag and refrigerate it or freezer it. Keep it in the freezer. And to this, I'll add just a bit of pomegranate sauce. And just a bit of water. And I'll put it over high heat. I'll place it over high heat, and I will cook it for 15 minutes and until the sauce is thick, and it will be ready for serving. So I'm preparing the meatballs for our main dish for today, which is Albaloo Polo, and it's usually meatballs, small meatballs, and we will fry them with some onions, and we will add our sour cherries to it and some sugar, and we will have our filling for the rice of today, our main dish for today, the Albaloo Polo, the sour cherry rice. So these meatballs, basically like the meat, you can use any type of meat. You can use lamb, veal, beef, or a mixture between veal and lamb. And I just added some grated onion to it, some salt, pepper, and turmeric. So the meatballs are ready. Let's head back to the stove so we can prepare the filling. So now we're preparing the filling for our Albaloo Polo. So we're just gonna fry these finely chopped onions. Just a quick fry for 1 minute. So now I'm gonna add the meatballs that we just prepared. I'm just gonna fry these until they change color. We need to leave it over medium heat. We just don't want to burn the meatballs, just lightly fry them. So now I'm going to add the sour cherries. So to this I will add some sugar, because these sour cherries are really sour. You can find them preserved or as a jam in a jar, like in Iranian supermarkets. Just a very small pinch of cinnamon. We don't want the flavor to be very strong. Just a back hint. We need lots of saffron for this. Just a dash of salt and pepper. So you can add as much sugar as you like. You can make it very sweet or just leave it sweet and sour. So I prefer it sweet and sour. So I think that much sugar should be enough. But we just have to add a bit of water to this, because we just want to form some sort of syrup. Yeah, so the filling is ready. We're just going to cook our rice and put the filling inside the rice to cook properly. So I've just boiled the rice for 5 minutes, and I've strained it in the sink. So I'll just place some water here, and I'll put some oil and butter, and just a small pinch of saffron, and I'll use bread this time. You can use fresh bread or just maybe a day old bread at the bottom of my pot. This will make the crust, instead of being rice, you can have a crust made with bread. And your heat should be medium high. I'll get my rice. I'll just pour half of it. Over the bread. And I'll use the filling, the sour cherry and meatball filling that we prepared. You can see all that syrup that we made. The sauce. Just continue with the rest of the rice. Place it over the filling. And we have to shape the rice like a dome. Collect everything in the center. Then just simply with the back of the spoon, just like every time, we're gonna make few holes at the surface. And I will cover it to steam. So when I see the steam starts like coming out of the pot from the sides of the lid, then I'll use my clean towel and just wrap the lid and reduce the heat to medium and leave it to steam. Use my cookbook Authentic Iran, explore Iran's culture, and learn how to cook more than 100 of Iran's delightful recipes. Get your copy on Amazon or on express.com.